Hey, Love to Hope friends, we are so close to hitting the road on our venture across America, and slowly but surely we are getting used to this RV living. You know, at the beginning of the summer, we had thought back in June that we would originally be hitting the road then, but I am so glad that it didn't work out. God knew what we needed because we definitely needed the time to get used to this kind of lifestyle. And we've been in the camper for just over a month now, and we're really starting to figure out our roles and understand this life and how it's going to work. What each of us are doing. For example, Connor is behind the camera today, our tech guy. Say hi, Connor. Woohoo! And each of us just figuring out how things work as we do this and learning a lot. I'll tell you one of the things I learned that's pretty gross actually in just a minute here. But at any rate, we're almost ready. One of the big things is that we need to figure out is this right here. This is what we call the basement in the camper, and I won't open it for you because my wife would have my head if I did show you, because this kind of it doesn't it just raises her blood pressure through the roof when she opens it up, because it is not organized in any way, shape, or form. Now, I'll let you know that I did originally pack it in a somewhat organized way, but her and Connor on our first packing trip took everything out and reorganized it, and I think it's actually worse than it was before. That's just between you and me. So I won't show you on this side, but it goes all the way through to the other side. The other piece is learning, right? Learning how to do everything you need to do with a camper. And one of the things that I had to learn the hard way was how to empty the tanks. So if you look down there at that tube right there, that is the tube that, for you campers, you know what that is, but if you don't, that is the tube that empties the gray and black tanks. So the gray water meaning from the sinks and the black water meaning from the toilets. Pretty gross. It's just gross. The whole thing is gross. Anyway, I had opened that up when we got to a campground. It was a couple weeks ago, Bunker Hills, and I was going to empty it, and yes, the valves were closed, so no jokes on that, people, okay? And there was stuff in there, and it went all over my hands. Even thinking about it just grosses me out. It wasn't as bad as Robin Williams in the movie RV when the stuff explodes all over him, but it was enough to make you gag anyway. And I do have rubber gloves that someone bought us, and I should have been wearing those, but I wasn't. At any rate, I now know how to open it and keep the tube underneath it when you open it so it drains in there if there's anything that has sloshed out into the tube. But man, disgusting. Just gross. There's nothing fun about having to do that job, and no one else obviously wants to do it, so it gets to fall on Dad. This piece right here, I'm excited to learn how to use. That's actually the Santee flush, which cleans. It's like a cleaning system in the black tank, because our sensors don't work in the camper to tell us how full the tanks are, which is not a good thing. So I'm hoping that when I rinse out the tanks, that will significantly help. Hey, if you take a look in here, this is somewhat organized. So this is the other side of the basement. You can't see all the way through because it's pretty dark in there, but this is a little bit organized. It may make some of you people that are very type A feel like, oh, I understand what your wife is going through, but it's not that bad. Really, it's not that bad. So Kay has a few last things to do before our big send-off, which is on August 26th. So if you can make it, it's at Aquatork Park in Blaine, and we would love to say goodbye for now to everybody. And it starts at 11 o'clock. There'll be lunch served. Chick-fil-A sandwiches we got to sponsor us, and then water, cookies, chips as well. So come and tour the RV. We're not going to go inside today and show you anything because Kay's still working on the last few things. Like today, she is putting up the last few pieces of wallpaper, and it looks amazing, like a completely different place. So hats off to the wife for doing that. And then YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to YouTube, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And when you see these posts, if you don't mind sharing, clicking like, commenting on them, we greatly appreciate that as well. Message us if you have questions. And then the last big piece we have in August that we're working on is finishing up our fundraising. We are so excited, praise God, that we're now past the 90% mark for fundraising, raising support, and that is just under $400 a month. So 10 people at $40 a month, and we're there. So if you've been thinking about it, we would love for you to jump on board and partner with us this month. And if you would prayerfully consider joining us, we would love to have your support as we hit the road and travel across America for the next couple years to help fight against human trafficking. So with that, we will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.